Welcome. This short lesson is about the single skill that changes squid fishing fastest: strike timing. Many beginners spend all their energy on color, brand, and jig price, but they still miss squid because they strike at the wrong moment. In this video, we will break down what a real squid take feels like, when to hit, when to wait, and how to turn light touches into landed squid from Australian piers and breakwalls. The article makes a blunt point. Most beginners think squid fishing is mainly about jig color. Color matters, but timing matters more. A squid can follow perfectly, tap the jig, even hold it for a second, and you will still miss it if you strike too early or too weakly. So the real beginner problem is not the lure choice, it is misreading the take. A squid usually does not smash the jig like a fish. It may track it, touch it, hold it lightly, then turn and add tension. That is why the article says you should think in stages. Follow, touch, hold, then load. Your strike should happen when the hold turns into real weight. So when should you strike? The article points to 6 practical signs. The line stops sinking too early. It twitches sideways. You feel weight instead of just a tap. The jig suddenly feels alive. The line comes tight during the drop, or the jig starts moving against its natural sink. You do not need every sign at once. You need enough evidence that the squid has committed. This is probably the most common beginner error. A squid touches the jig, and the angler instantly rips. But a small tick is not always a clean hold. The article warns that hitting at the first touch often snatches the jig away before the squid turns and loads up. The fix is simple in theory but hard in practice. Feel, pause for commitment, then strike. The second mistake is the opposite. Some anglers finally wait for the load, but then they lift too gently. The article is clear here. When the squid commits, you need enough force to drive the crown hooks into the arms or body grip area. This is not a wild overhead swing. It is a firm, decisive hook set. The article also connects strike timing to pier fishing rhythm. Cast out, control the drop, watch the line, work the jig, then strike only when the drop or the line tells you the squid has committed. This routine is especially useful on public piers where current, lights, and depth changes can make the takes subtle. Another useful reminder from the article is that not every touch deserves a full strike. Sometimes a squid is only brushing the jig, following it, or testing it. If you hit every faint signal, you create your own misses. Let small signals develop. Hit only when the touch becomes direction, stop, or wait. Let's finish with the article's final rule, because it is the simplest way to remember everything. Do not strike every tiny tap, but when you feel real weight, strike hard. Then keep steady pressure and wind smoothly. That is how you turn follows and touches into landed squid. If you can learn that sequence, you stop fishing like a beginner